Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, welcome to Solent Sports News. It's 2 o'clock and I'm Josh Belchamber. News just in the last hour, Southampton striker Che Adams has had to leave the Scotland squad due to injury. Adams was set to face Georgia and Norway in the Tartan Army's last two European qualifiers. Hearts striker Loris Shackland has been called up to fill his space. The funeral of Manchester United legend Sir Bobby Charlton is now underway. Sir Bobby had an illustrious career winning the Ballon d'Or, European Cup and World Cup. The funeral procession went past Old Trafford before arriving at Manchester Cathedral. In the Premier League, only 3 points separate first and fifth going into the international break. Chelsea drew 4-4 last night with league leaders Manchester City. Former Man City players Cole Palmer and Raheem Sterling scored for the Blues. Manager Pep Guardiola believes that the draw was a fair result.
Give credit to both teams, and Pochettino will speak about the analysis about his team. I think that the game was tight. It was momentum for everyone, a momentum you can break, and I think it's a fair result.
Bournemouth move out of the relegation zone after their second win of the season. The Cherries beat Newcastle 2-0 this weekend after a Dominic Solanke brace. Kieran Trippier had an argument with a Newcastle fan after the match regarding the team's performance. Cole Palmer, Ezri Konsa and Rico Lewis have all been called up to represent England this morning. 3 players have been forced out the England squad due to injury. Jude Bellingham, James Maddison and Callum Wilson won't be travelling to face Malta and North Macedonia. Southampton are now sitting on 30 points in the Championship playoff spots. They extended their unbeaten run in the Championship this weekend after a 2-1 win over West Brom. The Saints are now unbeaten in the last 8 games. Southampton women have hit a roadblock in their hopes for promotion. The Saints were defeated 2-0 by league leaders Charlton. This sees the Saints dropping to 4th place in the WSL2. A member of the English FA has issued an apology following an offensive tweet. Wassim Haq compared the Israel Prime Minister with Adolf Hitler. Haq has since deleted the tweet and apologised. Tom Aspinall became UFC heavyweight champion last night. He knocked out Sergey Pavlovich inside 69 seconds. He is now the 3rd Brit to have won a UFC title alongside Leon Edwards and Michael Bisping. England's Director of Cricket, Rob Key, has taken responsibility for England's poor performance in the World Cup. The Three Lions ended 7th in the tournament table with only 6 points. Key has blamed his priority for Test teams as England's worst ever World Cup.
I hold myself accountable more than them. Every single time we've had discussions about the team, whether it's been Test team or 50 over team or T20 team, I've always said to them, and they haven't complained once, I've always said to them, sorry, you're not getting your best team here now.
In tennis, Carlos Alcaraz has just started ATP finals today. This is his first competitive match since losing the Paris Masters final. Following his success on the opening day of ATP, Novak Djokovic will end the year as number 1.
Always has been a huge objective and huge goal of mine, to be number 1 in the world. Other than Grand Slams, that's what counts the most, and to finish off the year as number 1 in the world at this stage of my life and career is something really amazing.
Great Britain have sprung themselves into the 2nd in the table for World Trampolining Championships. Team GB's Bryony Page and Jan Lanku won their 2nd world titles in synchronised trampolining. The pair believes that this leaves them in a good position for next year's tournament in Paris. That's all for us now. I'll be back in an hour. Thank you.